Yo, who needs the devil when you have the God Yahweh? So, I'm going to read a passage from Jeremiah 19, verse 6 through 11, and you tell me if you think it's God or Satan who's doing this talking here. So, let's read it. Therefore, the days are surely coming, says the blank, when this place shall no more be called Topheth or the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. And in this place I will make void the plans of Judah and Jerusalem, and will make them fall by the sword before their enemies, and by the hand of those who seek their life. I will give their dead bodies for food to the birds of the air and to the wild animals of the earth. And I will make this city a horror, a thing to be hissed at. And everyone who passes by it will be horrified and will hiss because of all of its disasters. And I will make them eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters, and all eat the flesh of their neighbors in the siege and in the distress with which their enemies and those who seek their lives afflict them. Then you shall break the jug of the side of those who go with you, and shall say to them, thus says the blank of hosts, so I will break this people and this city as one breaks a potter's vessel, so that it will never be mended. In Topheth they shall bury until there is no more room to bury. So, does that sound like Jesus talking or Satan? Well, I'm afraid that the answer is A. This is God talking. And he is making his chosen people, the Israelites, eat the flesh of their sons and daughters. And I'm afraid, yes, this is literal. And I do know that because I've read it. And I know the context. He's talking about the destruction of Jerusalem that he's delivering into the hands of Nebuchadnezzar because his chosen people have broken the covenant and stopped keeping his laws. God is so angry that they are not keeping his laws anymore, that he is making them eat the flesh of their sons and daughters, literally. And I know this is literally because this literally happened. That's right. Jerusalem was sieged and destroyed by Nebuchadnezzar, and the Israelites were led away in chains in captivity because their daddy was punishing them because they stopped keeping the law. So here comes Christian 600 later. Hey, I know. Let's not keep the law anymore. Here, God loves that. Christians, this makes sense for me in the comments. I say that every time, and 99% of the people who comment don't even address anything I actually said. They just say, I'll pray for you, or you're going to hell, or I read it wrong. Tell me what is actually wrong here. Address what I have just said, if you don't mind. Now, let's do one more. Now there was a famine in the days of David for 3 years. Year after year, David inquired of the Lord. The Lord said, there is blood guilt on Saul and on his house because he put the Gibeonites to unalivement. So the king called the Gibeonites and spoke to them. Now the Gibeonites were not of the people of Israel, but the remnant of the Amorites. Although the people of Israel had sworn to spare them, Saul had tried to wipe them out in his zeal for the people of Israel and Judah. David said to the Gibeonites, what shall I do for you? How shall I make expiation that you may bless the heritage of the Lord? The Gibeonites said to him, it is not a matter of silver or gold between us and Saul or his house. Neither is it for us to put anyone to unalivement in Israel, he said. What do you say I should do for you? They said to the king, the man who consumed us and planned to destroy us, so that we should have no place in all the territory of Israel. Let 7 of his sons be handed over to us, and we will impale them before the Lord at Gibeon on the mountain of the Lord. The king said, I will hand them over. But the king spared Mephibosheth, Ish, the son of Saul, son of Jonathan, because of the oath that the Lord that was between them, between David and Jonathan, son of Saul. The king took the 2 sons of Rizpah, daughter of Ehah, whom she bore to Saul, Amaroni and Mephibosheth, and 5 sons of Merab, daughter of Saul, whom she bore Adriel, son of Barizai, the son of Megalath. He gave them into the hands of the Gibeonites, and they impaled them on the mountain before the Lord. The 7 of them perished together. They were put to unalignment in the days of the harvest, at the beginning of the barley harvest. So was it God or Satan here who wanted to have people impaled, which is where they shove a spike up your backside and it comes out like your mouth or your neck on the hill of the Lord? Or wait, did it say they impaled these people on the hill of Satan? No, it was on the hill of the Lord. But it did say that Satan caused this famine and then wouldn't talk to David for 3 years. Oh, no, wait. That was the Lord too. My bad. Sorry. I must have misread that and forgot about it. Why is this loving, merciful God insisting that the only way to end this famine that he's not answered anybody about in years until now, the only way to end this is to hand over people and impale them on the hill of Satan? I mean, the hill of the Lord, sorry. Anyway, let me know in the comments there, Christians. You got anything to say about this? Because it sounds pretty bad. This sounds like I would pick Satan any day over the, God of this book if I was picking which imaginary master I wanted to serve. Anyway, thanks. Let me know in the comments.